Therefore, there's no gas going to this gas valve, and the top is shut down, even though it says ready. We're dark, we have no lights, we have nothing up there. But the bottom is still lit. Alright, now, these lights, okay, see it's saying gas sense. It's telling you that these two flame sensors are not receiving any flame, so therefore it's sending a signal back to the flame sensors that those two burners are not lit. And that's what usually happens. And that's why it does this. Now, that's whenever this thing, it gets so much grease in it, it just quits running, the centrifugal switch. Now, what can happen, and I've seen it happen, is that the motor's running, but it's still doing this same thing. But once you ohm this out, you unplug it, you unplug this, and you ohm it out. Let me get my meter. Making noise.
Jay, what you done did?
I'm showing him something. Okay, see, I have no tones at all. Now that shows that centrifugal switch is not energized. But what can happen is that this motor can run. Shut up. All right. Now, we're going to run the motor. The motor's running. But if this centrifugal switch was still bad, you would still not get no reading. But now, since the centrifugal switch, the motor is energized, we get tone. That means that centrifugal switch is working. A lot of times you'll come in here and it'll be saying the same thing, sent gas, and then the motor will be running, so the first thing you do is you ohm out this. This gets a lot of grease in it. If you ohm this out and you don't get no tone, this is your culprit. Now, come around here, and it's all right. It's a fill piece. It'll fall. Come around here. I'll show you something. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you how to put this into a diagnostics. It's 3. It's not 3, 4. It's 3, 4, 2, 4. Oh, come off of it. Go into diagnostics. Go into diagnostics. 3, 4, 2, 4. Hold this. Code. 3, 4, 2, 4. Push the center again. Now we're into diagnostics mode. Now we push the top one time. Now our bottom burner is going to light. See that little red dot? That means our bottom burner's lit. That's how you can always tell which one's lit. Because there's a dot here and there's a dot here for a top and for a bottom. That's the bottom one. Now we push it again. Now the top, see it's switched over here. Now the top should be lighting, but it's not going to light because we've got the safety off. So then we push it again, it goes back to diagnostic. Now if you ever want to know, since you're in diagnostic, if the chain works, push the lower button, there goes the chain.
Or if you need to switch it out, just attach it to itself, the new one to the old one, and let it pull it on out.
Or if you want to see if the drive motor over there is working.
Okay.
That's where the chain motor's at.
Okay.
And see, now we're still under 10 test mode. See, we can go back into bottom burner. It's lit. Top burner, they're wanting to light, but since we've got the safety off, it's not going to light. We go back and we can just leave it right there in test mode. Okay. Now all we need to do is take this off and take this off. And if you ever come across, and this relay is bad,
what does that relay do?
this is a safety. It's a lockout relay so that if this thing's not running, it will not light that gas. It will not let no gas go in at all. Okay, and these flame sensors right here, they have to be clean, and that brush, you go up in there and clean it. And the way you determine if these things are good or not is once this thing lights after the burners are lit. If you'll look closely at the igniter, which is what this thing is right here, it's an igniter. If it, after that burner lights, and that sucker is still sparking,
It's not feeling the flame.
that means the flame sensor is not sensing. And what we usually do is we pull the flame sensor out, we come down, there's two of them, there's one on the left and the right, and then there's one for the lower one, which is around here on this side. It's right in here. Usually you can look through here and see the flame sensors burning. But what you can do is you pull this off of the top flame module, and then you just ohm it out. Clip onto it, and then you come up here, and you may have tones here, but down in here you won't have no tones. That means this section of the flame sensor is burned up. So you've got to make sure you have tones all the way with your ohm meter. And if you don't, then you need to replace it. And the only way to replace it is to break those little tabs off. There's 3 of them on there. Pull it out, loosen this, pull it off, pull the wire out, put the new one through, bring it all the way down and plug it on. So now what we need to do is go ahead and pull this off and pull that off. I'm going to let you do that because you need to know in diagnostics. Now wait till it comes up, push the center button, hold till it says code. Alright, now it's 3424. Hit the center button again. Wait a second. Now hit the top button. Alright, that's your bottom arrow. That would mean that your bottom gas is lit. Yep, you can see a blue flame if you look through there. Now push it again. Alright, now let's go around here and see what happens when she lights.
One's lit.
Come on. Let's light the other one. See, you can see it arcing in the back.
I see it it's sparking.
For some reason, it's not lighting. It's got gas going to it because the first one's lit, but the back one's not lit. Why? I don't know. Give it a few seconds. I might have leaked all the gas out of the system.
Probably. It just cut the other one off.
Yeah, it should be trying to relight it again. Light?
Nope.
It's arcing. But she's not lighting. Okay. Okay. Let's go back into it. Come on. All right. All right, we're going to have to take this off because I got to get in there and look at that orifice. So we need to take this back off, take this off, take these 2 screws off, and pull this plate off. Push that center one. Push the center button. That's it. Now push the top button, hold. Okay, we're at 200 degrees. Now, don't panic when you're cooking. If you push that top button, it's going to show 900 degrees. That means that's what this broiler can go up to. But whenever it's not cooking, that's reading your actual temperature then.
Okay.
The only thing we got lit now is the bottom. It's the only thing, because if you'll look at the lights, like I told you, the first one is your lower burner. When this one lights up, it'll be your top burner. And that's when both lights are on, that's when we got to do the final adjustment on the air, because we want just a little bit of a rollout, not much, on both top burners. There's nothing we can do with the bottom, because the bottom's going to burn a flame about that big all the way around. So, and if there was room, you could actually look through this one or this one and see a flame from the lower one. Is right here. It's right here. You take this panel off, you'll see it goes right in, beats up under the broiler chain. It sets about that far down off this broiler chain on the bottom. That's why it's closer to the bottom than it is the top.